This is a Famicast video review of Tiny Metal on the Nintendo Switch. I am James Shelton and I reviewed this game for the Famicast.com. Indies do what Nintendo don't. Upon release of what felt like the 20th Fire Emblem game and not a hint of Advance Wars, most fans had given up on the cute war simulator series would ever make a comeback. Well, the good news is, we don't need intelligent systems on Nintendo to bring it back, because developers Area 35 have done it for them. Advance Wars, Tiny Metal, is an adorable take on a war strategy game, allowing you to command tiny tanks, tiny planes, and tiny soldiers around a battlefield in an attempt to wipe out the opposition. Like Advance Wars, there is a lot of story going on here, with massively lengthy cutscenes explaining the plot in immense detail. The peculiar thing here, and perfect for a Famicast review, is that it's all in Japanese. Every character is completely voiced in Japanese. Even the title screen shouts at you in Nihongo right upon loading up the game. Yes, the developers are Japanese, by the way. However, they did at least localize the in-game battle cries into English, possibly with the one or two English-speaking staff they had lying around the office, as they all sound like one guy doing the accents that he knows: Scottish, Australian American. They're not bad, but they're also kinda not good. The cool thing about the story, however, is that it's completely skippable. You just hit the fast forward button and get straight into the action. There are actually quite a few useful features in this regard for people without much patience, like me. You can turn off battle animations, automatically move to the next action, and even increase the game speed itself. This game can be set to be as slow or as fast as you like, something I very much appreciated. On to the gameplay itself. It's pretty much identical to Advance Wars, as you'd expect. You move your pieces around, taking care to note how much defense power the environment will give you, and which unit works best against another. For example, if you have riflemen on open ground shooting at a tank, you probably won't even make a scratch. But if you assign a group of rocket launcher soldiers an attack from a mountain, you might wipe it out in one shot. Later on in the game, you get jets, anti-air missile launchers, helicopters, snipers, radar units, electromagnetic super tanks, and they all have their advantages and disadvantages, so it's up to you to use them wisely. All in all, it's quite polished for an indie title, with plenty of content and high production values for the most part. It's also a game that works great in portable mode, despite the lack of touch controls, I might add. It's super smooth docked or undocked, and it's so easy to get back into with just the hit of a power button. There are some rough edges to be aware of though. The lack of English voices is one, but the title screen clearly says multiplayer coming soon, and this is 2 months after the release. It's kind of a big deal. The devs have promised several DLC updates in the future, but until that is released, this review can only take into account what is there right now. Despite this game feeling like an 80% complete package, if you like strategy games and you miss Advance Wars, and you want to study a bit of Japanese, this is definitely worth picking up. I give this a final score of 8.0. Stick around for a bit more gameplay of the game, and be sure to visit thefamicast.com for more awesome reviews, podcasts, features, and lots of awesome cool stuff going on. Thanks for watching.
Awaiting orders, sir. Affirmative. Orders received.
Commander.
あんたたちに鉢合わせしたのよ。ある、苦境の、はちかし、ず、だ、あ、わ、こち、け、お、わた、
大将